two NFL franchises with so much history and so much tradition getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already here, they'll audible to something else. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Back to throw, Purdy. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Purdy looking to throw. This is caught. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are in. To strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Here's Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Now Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy will look to throw again here. And that's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Complete right side to Hyatt. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Throwing, Dart. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
To the air once more is Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Giants at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in following a loss last week, and that, of course, ended that strong run they were on. They had won 7 in a row prior.
And something you pointed out to me before the game even began, they've had terrific fortune throughout their entire win streak, but we both saw it happen right in front of our eyes. Some of that good fortune dried up, and they ended up taking the loss.
Throwing his Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dart. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Abdul Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And now an audible here into something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
But to throw once more, here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Purdy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched to get. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 62 yards.
62 yards. And the Giants 1st down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the 3-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Tyrone Tracy, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And throwing here, Purdy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy from the gun. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Quick throw completed by Purdy. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Purdy on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play fake, and here's Dart.
And this ball will be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Purdy now to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And his play caller does a nice job of giving an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Second and one. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now with Purdy.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 32 on the play. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
At the 8-yard line.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Jordan Watkins
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
receives the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Completes it to Austin. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now throwing again. Here's Dart. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Mykel Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Dart. Diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. Completes Austin here over the middle. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Calvin Austin, 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now up to 14. 49ers 21. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On the RPO, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now Purdy. That is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant, keep throwing it around. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And now they'll shift things around. Purdy. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Purdy, big fourth down play. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2nd down in the yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Purdy sets up to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Purdy looking to throw. Touchdown! George Kittle from 17 yards out. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Dart. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now they'll audible to something else. Purdy now to throw. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Calvin Austin
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after here coming up. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 42, 49ers 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to